Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome to the first episode. First movie review.
Miniseries.
Downtime.
Downtime.
Review of The Dark Knight Rises. Directed by Christopher Nolan.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Big there will be tons of spoilers in this discussion.
And it's been like a weekend since it came out.
Yes.
Maybe like 4 or 5
days. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing?
Get on with your life.
Come on. Midnight release. Everyone should have been there.
Seriously.
So, first impression. What you think?
First impression and rating. Let's go.
Just tossing it out there. Very vague. You know, not much of an explanation. 9.5. A couple plot holes here and there. I mean, some more glaring than others.
Short and sweet. That's it. 9.5.
9.5.
9.5. Right there. I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna say a 9 though. You know, a lot of plot holes that could have been filled.
Yeah.
You know, definitely goes with the other two movies. Alfred, where the fuck are you?
The whole entire movie.
Just saying. It's alright.
Okay.
We'll get back to that.
Fuck it. We'll throw bleeps.
Bleeps, if I could try and do that.
Yeah, well,
mature audience.
Mature audience. 7. I give it a 7 because I think some of the plot holes are just way too
7.
big, and you just fall in them, and it's just you can't. It lacks the enjoyment.
a 7?
7.
That's alright. Well,
I was going 6.5, but I'll throw it a 7.
I mean, he's seen it 3 times.
I've seen it 3 times. I think
Each
by the
of us
third
We've
time,
only seen it once, but still, like we know.
by the
some
third
good stuff.
time, personally, I feel like it doesn't have a lot of repeat value besides like the end cool fight scene that like Dark Knight has. Like again, I just watched The Dark Knight again, and it's been like how many years since it came out? Like 4 years.
Oh, it's awesome.
So
No,
I just don't know how much repeat value Dark Knight Rises has.
So let me hear some of these plot holes. Let me.
First, I think we should talk about the trilogy as a whole.
As a whole,
The trilogy as a whole.
Talk about
So like a quick like, what was your
overview.
What do you like about Batman Begins and The Dark Knight? Which one do you like more?
Dark Knight more than Batman Begins, and then Dark Knight Rises over Dark Knight.
Okay.
Now, obviously they all connect. Batman Begins, I feel, connects more to Dark Knight Rises than
Yes.
Dark Knight does itself. Other than I feel like the only connecting part with Dark Knight is Harvey Dent, and then you get some more character building with Batman and the little Rachel interactions and things that happen as a result of that. Where is she?
Can I just say I love the ending where it's like, where's the trigger?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I agree. Again, I think definitely Dark Knight over Begins, and then Rises over Dark Knight.
All right.
I think Nolan did a great job putting them all together.
That's another thing. Nolan's interpretation of Batman, this whole trilogy,
Fantastic.
up there with the best trilogies of
Lord of the
cinema.
Rings.
Lord of the Rings,
Star Wars, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6.
Not 1, 2,
6.
3.
No.
No, that's it.
Only 3.
Third one's pretty good.
Yeah, we're getting off track.
Okay, sorry.
I go Dark Knight Begins, Rises, my least favorite of the trilogy. Even though it's still enjoyable, it's my least favorite.
No, that he's saying least favorite, but the margins are probably not that much. Am I right?
All right, so here's Dark Knight, here's Begins, here's Rises.
Wow!
And here's Spider-Man.
Wow! Spider-Man.
Which one?
Amazing.
Oh.
There's Spider-Man.
And then
Spider-Man 3 and then amazing.
Mine wants to be in rock bottom.
Wow, that's a big gap. Alright,
yeah.
tell me why. Let me hear why.
So, I feel like, what else? There's so many different aspects of Rises that doesn't, not only just like as a good movie, but like doesn't reach the level of The Dark Knight or Batman Begins, like the level we've come to expect by Christopher Nolan.
Now, is the reason why it doesn't reach the level of, we'll say the second one, Dark Knight, is it because of Heath Ledger's performance?
No.
No?
No.
You think the story...
Tom Hardy did a really good job.
Okay.
Fantastic job as Bane. But the fact is his character wasn't original.
What everyone thought it was.
That too, but it's just the whole entire... Spoilers, again, as we say.
Yes.
The whole entire thing at the end with Talia, it's just thrown in there. And even though they do enough to set it up to where you're like, oh, it's a little shocking. And even though everyone knew Talia was coming with the spoilers, I'm sure everyone that even knows...
I knew it before the movie.
Yeah, the younger actress revealed that she was going to be Talia, so who else could this Marion Cotilliard be playing?
Oh, name drop.
Oh, hey. Professional here. What were we saying?
See, I kind of disagree with your assumption that Talia was useless, because I think...
I'm not saying she was useless.
Are you saying rushed?
A little
Would
rushed.
Rush be the better
I'll
word?
A
agree
little
with
rushed
Rush.
and then pointless.
Oh.
I would agree with.
So maybe useless.
Yeah,
Yeah,
useless.
okay.
I would maybe agree with the Rush. You didn't get a lot of character development with her, so you didn't really get her whole backing. But couple reasons for that. One, she's Ra's al Ghul's daughter, so she has very similar philosophies with Ra's al Ghul, who we got whole character building in the whole entire first one. So I feel like that's one reason why it may seem rushed, because you don't need to go through it all again. You know what she's all about: League of Shadows, destroy Gotham, restart everything. And two, she wasn't. I wouldn't say she was useless, because she is the motivating and driving force behind Bane. Mm-hmm. She is the reason for Bane's existence, virtually, for him being in Gotham at that time. She's kind of the puppet behind the strings. I mean, well, obviously she's the puppet behind the strings. And I don't think it takes away from Bane's character. I actually think it adds to it.
Okay.
I actually would have liked a little more interaction between those two.
I wanted, yeah.
Right?
I mean, those two characters.
Those two characters.
Well, yeah, and that's where you get the rush.
To actually,
Yeah.
if they might have given it like a 3-hour mark, because the movie was 2 hours and 45 minutes, but like it's the last Batman movie, so why not? If they did maybe like give them some more like story at the end, I might have changed my mind.
I mean, the scene where Batman finally defeats Bane into a sense where Bane is beaten,
Yeah,
he's
broken.
broken his face mask open a little bit, and how he does come in and does tweak it a little bit, like fixes it, does tweak a little bit, and then she does say, "Oh, he's kind of like my little teddy bear. He's the reason, I say it."
That's just don't use that, because that totally
I think it
diminishes
is, man.
anything cool about Bane.
Bane, I feel like Bane was.
It's funny you say that, because I love in the beginning. This is like an inside joke I have with someone where he bear hugs the scientist and explodes the thing. It must be so awkward for the scientist. Tom Hardy bear hug. He's just like, let's go fly in the sky.
Well, back to that. See, I think it actually adds to Bane's character that he's the teddy bear. Because I feel like his whole thing is he's more of just a body. I don't know. This is a weird way of explaining it. He's
the
kind
body,
of the
and Talia's
muscle.
the brains.
Yeah,
And
like
Talia's the shadow behind him. She's the mind. She's kind of
The League of
Yeah.
exactly right there. And I feel like I don't know. That's what Bane is. He's not meant to be. I mean, obviously he's intelligent.
Yeah.
Oh, in the comics,
that's
he's
the best thing about Bane.
Yeah.
He's genius level in intellect, and he's
Well,
superior
just
in
like
strength
he is
to
in the
Batman.
movie. It's just his motivation comes from Talia.
Okay.
That's true.
And like if they worked with that aspect more, I would have liked it. But I just feel like at the end, they just kind of like, I can't just say they just throw it in there, because they spend enough time developing Miranda Tate to be like, oh, I'm actually League of Shadows. But at the same time, like, until it happens, they like anything cool that you thought about Bane, just I personally feel like leaves with him being. It's not even the fact that Talia became his like emotional core, and that's what I don't like about it. It's just the fact how he just dies too.
We got
How he leaves. I think everyone is in agreement where Catwoman killing him with the bat pod.
We don't even know if he's dead. It's just the way
it leads you to
ended
assume
You
Bane.
assume he's dead.
I mean, he
and they
blew
don't
up,
touch up on it.
blew up walls with his hands, broke Batman's back, literally destroyed anyone who touched him.
I think he could take a rocket to the chest.
And
Let
rocket
me-
to the chest. I mean,
Let me say two things about
I mean,
that
he doesn't
real quick.
explode. He just gets pushed back.
One, leading up to that, you have an amazing fight between Batman and Bane.
fantastic.
And that's why I think
One of the
they
best
kind of
parts
just
of the movie.
rushed
Makes
Bane
sense,
off
yes.
at the very end right there, because that was really his...
Bane was
the
broken.
climax of that.
Right.
That was his defeat. He was kind of done, and then he was just going to try and make a last thing and kill Batman at the very end when he gets up. And two, I guess that's just their way of killing him off. Batman's not going to kill him.
Because they needed to find a way to stop him.
Yeah, so Catwoman, she has all the motive in the world to kill him.
I actually think she had a line at the end where she was like,
Yeah.
you might not like
I don't feel the same way
it's
about killing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Which is kind of, I felt kind of stupid. Because, like, what effect did Batman have on her to be like,
I'm going to kill whoever I want.
yeah. Like, in the beginning.
She wasn't in the second one.
Well, I mean, I'm saying, like, in the beginning, like, beginning, middle to the movie, like, one of their first scenes together, Batman's like, no guns, no killing. Obviously, that did not resonate anything within Catwoman, so it's just like, yeah, screw what you said before, I'm my own woman. I'm an independent woman, I can do what I
I
want.
think this is the one exception because it's Bane, the man who broke Batman.
Yeah.
Just, by the way, awesome scene. Picking him
Oh,
up,
very
shadow
good
over the
scene.
bat.
So
Very, very,
Well done.
well done.